Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Randy Anashatis, and it's time to focus for this Monday, January the 19th. I'm joined by Brandon James from Raise the Bar TV. And B, it's unfortunate we're here to focus on the Bears. Unfortunately, it's for the final time. They lose in overtime to the Rams, 2017. But in all honesty, I think we got to be. We'll talk about proud of this team in a minute, but let's first talk about the game early on. Touchdown quickly by they get a Williams touchdown, making it 7-0. DJ Moore then with the nice touchdown makes it 7-7. Santos gets the field goal. Bears take the lead, right?
Yep.
And then it's LA gets the field goal. So then is it 10-10 at the half?
Yeah, 10-10 at the half.
So we go at the half right there. Now, they went for it on fourth downs. They didn't get anything. They missed opportunities. So leaving points out there, meaning that, and the Bears only lost by 3 points. Do you think that's something that hurt them in this game?
Yeah, I mean, they should have took points as 9 points right there. But just in general, the Bears offense did not play very well at all tonight. So
3 interceptions by Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. Another Williams touchdown gave them the lead for the Rams. But then, Brandon, on that play, and we were doing the Focus Live during that, unbelievable play. Final chance. Was it a fourth down?
Yeah.
God damn this team. And the fourth down, he's running backwards. All of a sudden, he throws one up. You think, oh, it's barely a chance. Cole Kmet's wide open in the end zone, ties the game. We go to overtime. Once again, Brandon, we just don't know what to expect from this Chicago Bears team.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect. It's been a crazy ride, and you just don't expect from this team. And it did finally come, but it's not. We'll get to that in a little bit, but it's a crazy ride. You never know what's going to go on, and so.
No, and then you get into overtime. Rams get the ball first, stop. Then the Bears get the ball. They get it to where they're almost close to field goal range. Caleb Williams throws it it don't look like to anyone. Picked off, and then Rams got a couple first downs, chance for the field goal. They get it. Rams advance to face the Seahawks. Bears once again make it interesting. Once again, they couldn't go out without a fight. The touchdown, get it to overtime. We'll talk season in a minute. But for this team, for this game, just they fought.
Yeah, they fought to the end. You know, the offense and Caleb Williams didn't play very well. They didn't get the job done. But I mean, well, I can only imagine. You know, at the end of this game, yeah, it's all going to be, everybody be sad. But what the future holds for this team and Caleb Williams and all them. So.
And that's exactly it. And, I mean, he had 3 interceptions. He's not happy with how he performed. The defense, for once in a long time, the defense kept the Bears in a game, and it was the offense that struggled. And we haven't been able to say it. So if this defense gets better and then that offense continues to improve, that's going to be huge. And like I told you when we were done, because we got kicked off Fan Focus Live, but what I told you was that in 2015, the Cubs got swept in the NLCS by the Mets, and then he panned over to the Cub dugout, and you just saw Anthony Rizzo looking there like he's hungry, and they showed Caleb Williams on the bench. I told you, and as much as it hurts now, it's a good thing, because you want that, what that feeling is now, to be so close and to not get it. So I think he's going to come back hungrier, and it's going to be a good thing. And I think you got to be. We're not going to talk, like I said, we're not going to talk season yet, but you got to. It's going to work out positive, I think.
Yeah, it is. And this is first year in Ben Johnson and his system. Ben Johnson didn't have the greatest games, and will he go back and wish it's just Ben Johnson his? But a lot of especially get that defense next year, and they'll be back. So I mean, what a great year though. So
it is. So now we can We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we are going to look back on this season of the Chicago Bears and just talk what an amazing season it was. That's next here on Hello Chicago Network. But so first, we're going to do it. No, it's not a rewind. It's time to focus. Let's update you on the NFL playoffs, college football. We'll update you on both of them with the championship coming up later on tonight. But it's the most important focus of the day. It's the Lions. Well, you saw right there the updated list of the updated brackets. You got Seahawks, Rams, you got Denver and New England, and those are your final four. As the Bears dropped to the Rams 2017. But now, Brandon, let's focus on for our final focus on the Chicago Bears on this season. They start out 0-2. They lose a heartbreaker against the Vikings. Then they get demolished by the Lions, and where everyone's thinking is the Ben Johnson thing a curse? Like, why would they? Like, is this not going to work? Then all of a sudden, it's funny. The tale of the last two seasons, Brandon, had to do with the Commanders. The Hail Mary and that team went after they lost that game with a Hail Mary completely flat. Then this year they get the comeback win against them, and it took off. They got the win there. They had the win against the Raiders. They had, 7 comeback wins, Brandon. Your thoughts on the unbelievable, the comeback wins? I had this team winning 8 games this season. We just watched them be 1 interception less away from winning an NFC divisional playoff game.
Yeah, it is. And it started off. I was at the first game of the year when the team got at the end of the season, at the end of the game. But yeah, and a lot of people got 0-2, and then but I think tonight, our last night's game, I think people are going to start. This wasn't one of those lucky games. It is a game where they didn't come back and win, but I think they came back. But I think a respect might be more on the Bears' name here tonight. So.
So hopefully people will get there, and I think with the defense, if they get a Max Crosby, if they get work, because again they worked on the offensive line and it worked. He got sacked much less. They're gonna look at this team, and now you hope that they work on the defense, and that'll lead this team to even be better next year.
I think they're gonna go out and they can get a Max Crosby is gonna want to come to a team like this, knowing that into the playoffs. So, but yeah, I think it was a good game. I mean, no one, but I mean, it happens.
It does, and then there's teams got to lose, and there's only one team that's happy at the end of the season. Unfortunately, this is the one team we have not seen do that in Chicago, but it's year one.
If the Rams come out and play like this against the Seattle Seahawks will pounce them all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I mean the cold affected them. No one can. Everyone said, "Oh, the cold's not going to affect him." The cold affected him.
Yeah,
because I think if it could have gone, both teams had the opportunity, I think, to railroad the other, but I think the cold got in the way. So right. I mean, that's the bad break. But I mean, you look at the Brandon. If there was one moment this season that really what was the moment for you in the 2025-26 season?
You got to go back to the San Francisco game, a shootout. We wanted to say, could the Bears shoot out with a team in the playoffs or a team? And I think they did that. And I wish at points like today, I don't like how Ben Johnson does his 4th down, but that's Ben Johnson, and people are gonna have to ride and die by it.
But also, I hope he realize. I mean, that's the reason Dan Campbell. That's the reason why they weren't a playoff team. I think this year he goes too much on that. I mean, like I said, he left 6 points out there, and the Bears lost by 3. So that touchdown could have been an all to win it.
Right.
So I mean, I know you can't go back and that kind of thing. But my moment of the year, I mean, I guess the 2 games against the Packers. The first one, that basically won us the division. And I mean, people, I mean, and don't get me wrong, and I know Packer fans would never do this on the opposite end. Packers are going to be back next year.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy. And the Lions are going to be back. It's not going to be Bears. I don't want to say fell into the NFC North, but injury. They had a lot of luck from their end and other teams' end. They faced the Ravens, even though they lost without Lamar Jackson. They faced the Bengals without Joe Burrow, and they faced teams that were injured without Micah Parsons and Jordan Love, and it's part of the game. But I mean, it could be. Well, we'll see, because they're going to get tested, Brandon. That schedule next year is brutal, and we're going to see where this Bear team is. Will they take a step back? I don't know. That's why you got to enjoy these runs when you got them, and this is probably the most fun we've been able to enjoy as.
But if they go out and get a Max Crosby or somebody, that's what I think they're gonna spend money. They're knowing they're gonna have to.
And I think they're motivated. They're motivated that this team was this close with a defense that wasn't complete. So I mean that as well. So just as they're gonna face good teams, because they gotta go to Buffalo, Brandon. They gotta go to Seattle. They got some tough games next year. They go to Carolina. All these, and they welcome in Tampa. And I mean, they got some. It's gonna be and then they face their division, which is never easy.
This is recorded the same night, but I guarantee you that the two guys that always blame themselves will be Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. It happens every single time. I don't know if it's good or bad.
That's what a leader does. So Bears lose 20-17. That puts a wrap on our Bears portion for this whole season, because the season 3 starts the week. We're talking Bear football again, so that'll be exciting. What a season for the Bears, and to be at the playoffs. Already our second team on Hello Chicago Network being in the playoffs. So
it was fun.
It was fun. It was a ride. So we'll be back focusing on the Bears in September. We're going to do a complete reset with Hello Chicago Network. We're going to go back to talking all the Bear, because it gets a little lonely now. You know, it's Bulls and Blackhawks. But Friday, we're going to do my take on CubsCon. I just got done with it over the weekend. That'll be Friday's show. And then Monday, we're going to catch you up on everything Chicago sports. And then eventually, before you know it, we'll already be close to pitchers and catchers reporting. I haven't talked baseball at all, so we could address all that stuff as well. So a lot of stuff coming up, but that puts a wrap on the Bears 2025-6 season. And what a season it was. And Packer fans can enjoy. I mean, I can't hate them for hate watching. We've done it for years. So if you enjoy the Bears losing after, I did the same thing with the Brewers when they got by the way, LA teams like to end this rivalry. Dodgers ended the Brewers, Rams end the Cubs, or Rams end the Bears. So it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, what a run it was, Brandon. I think I'll be joining Raise the Bar on Thursdays. But we just had a 5-day run. I think people are sick of seeing this.
Yeah, but as well, it was a great season, phenomenal season. Now I get ready for White Sox baseball.
Oh, good Lord, that's going to be fun as well. So everyone have a great night. Bears lose, but so much to be positive about. Yeah. You get a day or two. I mean, and thank God it's a holiday in Illinois. Not many people going to work. You got to enjoy it, but have a smile, because you can't be disappointed.
No.
Okay, for Brandon, I'm Ryan Yanishada saying thank you for watching this episode. And this is the Hello Chicago Network, the focus, and we are the focus of Chicago sports.